Okay, so we're gonna start with that double ball. We're gonna take this into the quads, okay? So taking the two balls, we're gonna try to hit this center line here. So we'll be on our knees, but you're gonna be just maybe like 3 or 4 fingers above that left knee. We'll start on that left side. So when I come down, I'm gonna kind of take my right knee forward and maybe even out a little bit so that I can prop myself onto the balls. And then I'm gonna come onto my forearms. Now you can kind of dictate how much weight you want put into the ball here. But I'm gonna tuck my left toes underneath me so I can pick my knee up. And then just by reaching my heel forward and back, I can move the ball just an inch or two up and down the bottom of the thigh. So we're kind of thinking of the quadricep here in 3 spots, right? So we're in the lower third right now. And again, I kind of just really let my right knee go out to the side so that the majority of the weight is in my forearms and my back toes, and I'm pretty light on that right knee. Now, give yourself a couple little rolls forward and back, and then try to get yourself to a place where you can let your knee rest on the floor. So if that means moving the ball a little more to the middle of the thigh, then go for it. And you can just stay right here if this is already intense. Just take deep breaths and try to let that relax and the ball kind of sink into the muscle. Or if you feel like you could go for a little more, you're just gonna start to bend and straighten that left leg. Now, as you bend the knee, try not to let your hips pop up towards the ceiling, right? I wanna try to keep the hips where they are. Good, let's just get 2 more kicks like this. 1 more. Okay, now you're gonna tuck those toes again, and we're just gonna move the forearms back and slide your whole body back. So now that ball should be more in the middle or the upper third of the thigh. And again, I'm gonna tuck my left toes under and just pick up my knee and reach my heel forward and back so that I can get these little micro rolls on the muscle here. So moving my whole body, I'm on the forearms, I'm using the forearms and the toes and a little bit of the right knee to stabilize and be able to move the body forward and back. So that moves the ball up and down. Good, just maybe 2 more little rolls here. And then again, find a place where you can rest the knee down. So now I'm kind of in the upper third of that left thigh, and I'm gonna kick the heel into my butt and back. And again, if the kicking is too much, just let the foot rest and just breathe. Most important thing here is that you're able to soften the muscles and relax any gripping or tension so that the balls can actually do some compression here. Just 1 more kick. Good. Press back up onto your forearms and you'll bring your right knee in, slide that left knee in, and we'll go ahead and switch it to the other side. So I'm gonna take my right thigh onto the ball and slide my left knee way forward, coming onto my forearms. And again, I just let my left knee kind of kick out to the side. And I'm gonna tuck those right toes. You can kind of see that ball. I'm gonna move it up and down just a few inches above that right knee. And this side's a little more tender for me. So, each leg is gonna have a different response just depending on its tightness or its functionality, what it does. Just maybe 2 or 3 more little passes here. And again, if it's too much, push down into your forearms and lift your body weight off the ball a little bit. And then try to find a place where you can rest that right knee down on the floor. You can just breathe here, or if you're ready and it feels like a productive stress, you're gonna bend the heel in and out. So again, productive stress meaning something that feels like it's challenging for the tissues, but in a way that's gonna encourage it to adapt and strengthen rather than to get broken down and feel stressed in an unhealthy way. A little stress, good. Big stress, no thank you. Good, let's go 1 more. And now I'm just gonna move my whole body backwards towards my feet as I move the ball up towards my pelvis. So now I'm in that middle to upper third on the thigh. And I'm just, again, tucking my back toes, lifting the knee, and moving the ball up and down the thigh by moving my body forward and back. One more. Then rest that knee somewhere. You can just sit there and breathe. Or if you want to kick the heel in and out. Trying to relax, trying to let the hips be heavy. We're trying not to lift and lower as you bend the knee. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Good. Push yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Again, try to move slowly and with control once we do this release work. Everything's a little loosey-goosey after that. And now grab your green ball. Okay? So if you've got another ball that's just a little small, single ball, we're going in the hamstrings. So if it's challenging for you to sit on your bottom with a straight leg, you might have to lean back. But we'll start on that left leg. And I want you to feel your sit bones right underneath you. Come forward of the sit bones so that now you're kind of right in the center of the thigh, and you're just going to straighten the leg. Now, if you feel nothing, you can move that ball left to right. You might just be off that hamstring. But those hamstring attachments kind of get ropey at the top, so they can be easily slid to the side. So just try to find something that gives you some sensation of resistance. And again, I can lean back, and I can lean forward. I'm not looking to stretch. I'm just looking to have some compression here. And just maybe give it 2 or 3 breaths, and then we'll flex and point. And again, my hands can be back here. Doesn't have to be intense. Okay, it can be really mellow. And it's still just as good. One more. Good, and now I'm just gonna move that ball so it's a little more in the middle of the hamstring, so kind of the belly of that muscle. And now I'm gonna lean back, and I'm gonna externally rotate and internally rotate my leg bone. So I'm just rolling that ball from side to side. And again, it doesn't have to be super intense. If you really want more, we can put it up on a block. But for today, let's just keep it simple. Good, okay, other side. So now again, I'm gonna turn myself around. I'm gonna find my sit bone, which is right underneath me, and I'm just gonna come forward of that, probably like a hand's distance, so that when I rest my thigh down, I feel like I hit some resistance in there from the muscle. And then again, I'm just gonna let that sink up towards the bone. Take a couple of breaths here. You can always lean back if you've got hamstring resistance or tightness. And then we're just gonna flex and point the foot. So I want to have some pressure there, so I can feel that ball kind of compressing and pushing up into the muscle. One more. And then again, I'm going to move that ball kind of towards the middle of that thigh. Let the thigh come down. And here's that back and forth, just turning the whole leg. So don't just think side to side. Think rotate in, rotate out. Rotate in, rotate out, all the way from the thigh bone. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Go ahead and set that ball off to the side. Take a big inhale, arms come up. You can soften your knees and try to hinge forward from the hips. So that the sit bones are moving back, top of the head moving forward. Come all the way down to grab the ankles or the shins and just start to fold and round through the spine. Letting the chin drop towards your chest and your head drop towards your legs. You can try pointing the toes, flexing back through the toes. And just take maybe one more big breath here. Good, roll yourself on up. Take those legs nice and long. Inhale, arms up by your ears. Exhale, scoop the belly and roll back halfway. Inhale up, arms by your ears. Exhale, scoop the tail under, lean back. Here we go for 8. Inhale up, get tall, tall, tall. Exhale back. If you need to soften the knees, soften the knees. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scoop that tail under you, roll back, and here we go. You're gonna take a nice big circle in the arms. We're gonna rotate left, center, left, center. Right hip is nice and heavy, and I'm moving my chest to the left with the arms. So the arms stay kind of centered in the chest. Here's 6, 5, cinch that core in around the spine. Feel like you're wringing out a rag here, nice and tight to the spine. Last one, take it to the right. Here's right, center, right, center. Keep your feet together, try not to let them swivel. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way left, all the way right. All the way left, all the way right. There's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay left. Pick up that right knee and just extend that right leg out and in. Stay to the left, stay twisted left. Here we go for 8, 7, right hip heavy, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that foot down, all the way to the right. Left leg picks up, press it out and in. 9, cinch that waist in, tuck that tail under you. 7, 6, 5, 4, bottom ribs dropping into those front pockets. 2, 1. Both legs come down, come back to center, roll it all the way down. Hands come behind the head, knees come into tabletop, and you're gonna just take your right leg out to hover over the floor, bring it in. Left leg out to hover over the floor, bring it in. Here we go for 9, 8, pick up the pace, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that left leg out. Flex both the feet, little pulses of that left leg. 9, 8, 7. Get your bottom ribs down, get your low back flat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull the whole shape in with your low belly. Bring the right knee into the chest and the left leg up so it feels like the pelvis is doing a movement. The legs are just holding still. They move because you tilt the pelvis in and press the waistband flat. There's 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the knees, get yourself up a little higher. Switch the legs so that right leg's going out. You can always grab for the back of your left thigh if you need to. Little pulses of just the right leg. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that whole shape pulls in. Left knee and right knee that's coming from your pelvis, pushing your waistband flat. Again, you can grab your left knee if you need to help out. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. Rock back and forth on the low back. So a lot of that I wanted you to feel in that low belly, below the belly button, feeling that pubic bone hugging in, engaging some of the lower rectus abdominals there. Grab for the back of the thighs or even the bottoms of the feet And we're going to that happy baby, just letting the knees come wide of the ribs. Again, you can kind of rock back and forth, just give a little massage to the back there. All right, grab the back of your thighs. We're gonna rock and roll on the spine a couple times. I want you to really make yourself into a nice tight little ball so that you feel that low back make contact with the floor as you roll back. Scoop that belly, make contact with the low back on the way up and down. 2 more rolls, and then we're gonna try to roll into a squat. So just prepare your mental state for that. Put your feet down, reach your hands forward, and plant the feet. You're in the squat. Yeah, and if you don't get there, just get there. Perfect. Okay. Turn your toes out just a little bit. Bring those elbows into the knees. Push the knees out wide with the elbows, but then squeeze the knees in and lift the chest. Just 2 breaths here. And if you're on your toes with your heels high, that's fine. 1 more breath. Good, now you can reach your hands forward. Nice and slow, we're gonna push into the feet and press all the way up to standing. Take your time. Inhale, arms up. Get a little stretch to the belly, chest up, heavy tailbone. Exhale, nice big circle of the arms all the way down by your side. All right, turn those toes forward. We're just gonna tap your elbows with your knees and stand back up. Tap and stand. Just getting a little bit of our heart rate up. Knees can get tapped by the elbows. Standing up. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to place your hands down, step back to the plank, step forward to the squat, stand yourself up. Yep. Come down, hands to the floor, step back, step forward, and up. Hands down, step back, step forward, and up. Now if you're ready to step it up, you're going to take your hands down, soft knee hop back, soft knee hop forward, stand up. So your choice, you can step back, you can hop back. Let's just go last 6, 5, and when you jump back, land soft knees. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good job. Hands to the heart. You're just going to take left knee, tap right elbow, stand it down. Right knee, left elbow. Now just get your balance here as you're tapping side to side. Get a little rotation in the chest. Now if you can, we're going to add a squat in between. So I'll squat, come up, twist. Squat, come up, twist. Again, if it's too much, you're not able to balance, just stay upright. No squat. Let's go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Good job. Come all the way up. Bend that right knee into the chest. Hold yourself steady. Start to slow down the breath. Good. Slow hinge forward. Bend that left knee. Step that right foot all the way to the back. End of the mat. Inhale your arms up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands into the heart. Bring that right knee all the way back up into the chest. All right, we're gonna do it again. Step it all the way to the back of the mat. Arms come up. Hands come through to the chest. Step it back up. Right knee to chest. Good. Keep moving. We're just gonna keep doing that all the way up. Hands come together. Hands through the heart. Right knee to chest. Take your time. Try to find your balance. Let's go for 6. Here's 5. Look for the stretch in that right hip every time you step back. Pull your pelvis up with you. 4, 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold that right knee up, kick that right leg forward, and bend. Try to keep the thigh up, parallel to the ground. Here's 7, 6. Try to straighten into that left leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Little kicks up with those toes. 10, straight leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it all the way to the back of the mat. Crescent lunge. Inhale, arms up, stretch it out. Hands interlace behind your head. Here's that exhale where you're gonna pull your pubic bone up and round your chest forward. Big stretch through those hip flexors. And then inhale, lengthen the right heel back, lift the chest up. 4 more. Exhale. Scoop, pull that belly button back through your spine. Inhale, lift the chest, reach the heel back. 2 more. Last one. Good job. Hinge forward over that left thigh. So you've got your right leg nice and straight. Expand your wings out wide like a capital T. And then we're just gonna rotate to the left, center, right, center. I'm gonna hope to keep my hips nice and steady and make this movement all about my rib cage rotating to one side. Let's go for 6, 5, get a little lower in that left leg. 4, feel that left glute. 3, squeezing your sit bone. 2, 1 more round. 1, and 1. Good job, look forward, hands to your heart. Stand all the way up, right knee to your chest, and step it down. Good, other side. Left knee's gonna come into the chest, hold. Just take a couple of breaths here, slow it down. All right, slow hinge, bend the right knee a little bit, step that left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms come up, right? You got this nice crescent lunge. And then the hands come down in front of your heart, and you're gonna stand back up, bring that left knee to the chest. Slow hinge back, transition is nice and slow and controlled. Arms come up, and hands come down in front of the chest. Pick up that left knee. Here we go, you can pick up your pace, but try to keep it in control. So if that means slower, take your time. I want a nice big circle with the arms. And we feel the shoulders get some nice movement here, and even the scapulas move around. We got 6 more. 6. Make sure you really straighten all the way up into that right leg. Here's 5. Squeeze that cheek at the top of that movement. Here's 4. Right cheek squeeze straight. 3. Here's 2. Last one. Knee to the chest. Hold yourself up. Here's that left leg kicking. Kick it straight, bend. Feel that left quad work. Here's 8. Try to keep the thigh up. 7. 6. Squeeze that right cheek. 5. 4. 3. 2. Straight leg, little lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale those arms up. Now again, I want a nice upright pelvis here for a big stretch to the front of the left thigh. Hands come behind the head. As I exhale, I pull the pubic bone up, tucking my tail under. chest comes forward, belly button slides back, and then inhale, lengthen the heel back and lift the chest. 4 more. It should feel like a big stretch, even though the movement doesn't feel all that large. 3 more. Use that exhale, and inhale. Here's 2. Last one. And inhale. Good. Hinge forward over that right leg. So we got that nice hovering straight line from the heel to the top of the head. Arms come out like a wide T. And then we're going to rotate all the way to the right. Try to keep the hips square. Back to center and to the left. Center. Just the ribs are moving here. Try to keep your belly button pointed down. Here's 8. Deep bend in that left or that right knee. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more round. 1 and 1. Good job. Step yourself up. Left knee to the chest, all the way up. And step that left foot to meet the right. Inhale, arms up. Nice big sweeping action. Exhale, dive forward. Nice long spine. Soften the knees. Support the front and back side of the body. Inhale, reach the top of the head forward. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to get that flat spine. Exhale, place the hands down, step yourself back to your plank. Just holding here, taking a breath. Neck is nice and free. Palms are flat. Really get that first finger and thumb down. Tail towards your heels. Look forward with your chest. Feel that low belly have to help out. 1 more breath. All right, knees to the floor, chaturanga push-ups. Slide those elbows back, press it up. Heels can come in towards your bottom. Here's 9. 8, you can always do these on your toes if you're ready. 7. 6, keep those shoulders up away from the floor. 5, head comes with you. 4, try to keep that neck long. 3, 2, 1, all the way to the floor. Tops of the feet come down onto the ground. Pinky side of the foot really presses down. Pick those hands up, cactus arms. And we're just from here gonna reach forward, all the way back, straight arms. Bend those elbows, reach forward, straight arms sweep back, bend the elbows. So I want you to think of keeping those arms up on the same plane as they move. So imagine you're on top of water and you're keeping the hands right at the surface of the water. Hands, elbows, shoulders, all trying to stay together. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, heavy in that pubic bone. 1, we're gonna reverse it. Elbows straighten out to the sides of the room, reach forward, pull them back in. Extend them out wide like a T, reach them forward, squeeze those elbows in like they're gonna touch your ribs. Take them out, forward, in. 8, 7, try to relax your neck. 6, 5, 4, it's too much on the neck. You can rest the head. Here's 2, last one. 1, good job. Hands come down under those elbows. Push yourself back, child's pose. Let the low back open up for a moment here. Take a couple breaths. One more. Good. If you've got your hand weights, just make sure they're somewhere towards the front of your mat so they're ready for the next one. We're gonna pick up the hips, tuck the toes, send yourself forward into plank. And then we're gonna just shift your weight back and forward. Back and forward. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it back. Little pulses over your heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Squeeze the knees together and apart. Together and apart. Little pulses in between. Pushing those hands down and forward. Let's go. 7, 6, 5. Feel those quads. 4, 3, 2. Last set, knees together, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, pedal the feet. Straighten the opposite leg. One more time, side to side. All right, right leg's gonna reach up and back. Look forward at your thumbs. Bring that right knee to tap that right elbow. Hold it. Hold it. Take it over to the left elbow. Squeeze it up. Hold it. Hold it. Step in between the hands. Lower the left knee. Let the right foot wiggle out so that both hands are on the inside of that right foot. Let the hips stretch here. Let them sink towards the floor. Turn yourself towards your right knee. You're going to use your left hand like a kickstand. And you can just stay here, or if you want to bend that left knee in and grab for it with your hand, go ahead. One more breath. Good, let go of that back foot. Wiggle that right foot back into center, flex back on the toes, hinge your hips back for a straight leg, fold over that right thigh. Keep the left hand on the floor, right hip towards the ground as you extend the right arm up to the ceiling. So really drop that right hip. Check your toes, make sure those right toes are pointed straight up. Take one more nice big breath. Try to get in a flat spine so that if you need to get your hand up a little higher, put it on the block, on your fingertips. And then sweep that right arm forward. Place that right foot on the ground. Pick up the back knee. Reach for your hand weights. And we're going to come all the way up and open into warrior two. Right knee is going to bend nice and deep. Good. Okay, both hand weights are going to come into that right arm. You're going to have that elbow in by your side. The hands are just going to rest on that right knee. And then for a moment, we're just going to do little right leg pulses. Pulse, pulse. Letting the weight of the hands press into the right thigh. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that right elbow is going to squeeze in by your ribs. Hover the hands over the thigh. Punch that right arm forward over the right knee. Pull it back in. Punch it out. Pull it in. Keep wrapping that right sit bone underneath you. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that right arm out. Little lifts the straight arm. If you need to drop one weight, go ahead. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that right leg, drop that right arm by your side, and then bicep curl as you bend. Straighten, bend. So they're both kind of doing the same thing. Both the elbow and the knee are going to bend and straighten at the same time. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Make sure that right knee is tracking right over that second toe. 2, 1. Just that right arm. Stay low in that lunge. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that arm in front. Down and up. One more round. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, getting heavy, 3, 2, 1. Thumb in towards your shoulder. We're gonna reach it up and over and back. Pull it in. Side bend up and over and back. Good. Take your time and control because this is a heavy weight and we're loading up the spine. Let's go. 6, 5, bend that right knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, go ahead and turn yourself back forward. Hold those hand weights in your hands close to your chest. Bring that left knee into the chest. So I'm gonna face you so you see this. Left knee's gonna come to the chest. I'm gonna hover forward and bring my hands down towards my foot. So my foot and my hands are kind of in a similar path, and I've got a nice flat back. Now I'm gonna soften this right knee, and I'm gonna try to come down and tap the knees, and then I'm gonna pull back the left knee and try to touch the foot with my weights. So I'm gonna reach a little bit lower, tap knee to knee, and then kind of lift that left knee up into my belly, use the belly to tap the foot with the weights. Okay, so there's a little lowering in the right knee and a little lifting, but not much. Most of this is coming from that left leg and belly. Good, let's go for 6. Going to feel that right glute, 5, and that right thigh. And belly, 4, pulling that left knee up. 3, 2, last one, 1. Stand all the way up, left knees in the chest, arms come up towards your shoulders, punch those hands up to the ceiling. One more big breath. And step that left foot next to the right, elbows bend, just getting a little squat, elbows bend, press up. Bend, press up. So I'm just in a little bit of a squat, punching those arms up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now those elbows come down and punch to 90. Come down, punch to 90. Here's 8, 7, 6. If you can add a little heel lift, 5. Lift onto the toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Put those hands down, hand weights down. Step yourself back to your plank. Hold here. We're in our plank. Grab for that right hand weight. You're going to take your feet a little wider if you need to, and we're going to pull that right elbow up and down. Up and down. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it. Right hand down, left hand gets the weight. Pull it up. 10, 9. Take your feet wider if you need to. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Hands down. Lower to your knees. Hands come wide for push-ups. Heels into the bottom. Push up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the floor. Take those arms out to a T. Palms are on the ground, and we're just going to lift those arms up. Try to pick up the elbows. Hug the shoulders in towards each other. And so you pick up the legs. And then everything's just going to start to extend out in all 4 directions. So top of the head's really reaching forward. Toes are reaching back. Fingertips are reaching to the sides. Give me one more big inhale. Exhale, hands down, press back, child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. All right, tuck those toes under, send those hips up and back, pedal the feet. Left leg's gonna lift up and back. Bring it forward, tap that left elbow, squeeze it, hold it. Take it to the right elbow, squeeze it, and step it in between the hands. Move that left foot out to the side, let the hips fall to the floor. Just take a few breaths here. Good. Keep that right hand on the ground, turn towards this left knee. And if it feels good, you can bend the right knee and grab for the heel. Otherwise, just leave the leg on the floor and just stay in the twist. Give yourself maybe just 3 nice full breaths here. Good, release that back foot. Wiggle the left foot into the middle. Start to straighten back into that left leg. Toes point up to the ceiling. Keep that left hip moving back and down. Try to flatten out the spine. So think of your toes pointing up and the chest going towards the toes. Now, right hand comes under that right shoulder. Again, keep that left hip tilted towards the floor as you twist towards the left. Left arm can reach up. Watch your toes don't splay out to the left. Keep them up. Try to lean back a little bit. All right, both hands come down. Step that left foot down, reach forward for the weights, pick up the back knee, and we're gonna open up warrior 2. Turn myself around. Both hand weights come in that left hand this time. And that hand weight, those hand weights are just gonna rest on that left thigh, right hand on your hip. And we're just doing these little pulses. Just loading up the thigh with the weights. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it low, straight arm. It's gonna come up, down, up, down. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that elbow into the ribs, straighten the arm and the leg, and then bicep curl. So my arm's a little externally rotated. Those hand weights are going right over that thigh, and that knee is going right over that second toe. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take your chest and turn it forward. Bicep curl again, forward. 10, 9. So now it's right in front of the body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Punch it overhead and reach to the right. Take your time. Feel like you're staying upright over the hips. Try not to round forward or back. Zip up that front belly. Let's go for 6. Punch with control. 5, no momentum here. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here's those little balancing moves. So turn your body forward. We're gonna come right up over that left thigh, and I'm gonna bring my right knee into my chest. Hinge forward till my hands are kind of in line with that right foot. Now I'm gonna just lower the right knee, maybe bend a little more to my left knee, And I'm gonna pull that right knee up into my belly and reach my hands to tap my foot. Come down with the right knee to tap. Pull it back up to the belly. Here we go for 8. Stay in a flat back. Don't be rounding here. 7. Maybe there's a little scoop and rounding when your knee comes into your chest, but then lengthen back out. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, we're going to step it back now. We're just in this little squat. All right, lean forward now into your squat. Palms are going to face each other, and we're going to take the arms wide like a T. Yep. Back of the shoulders. So you're a little hinged forward so that you can get a little bit of weight in the backside of the body. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend those elbows in by your sides. Swivel the hands in and out like they're on a door hinge. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. If you want to lift your toes, 3, or sorry, lift your heels, 2, 1. Now hold it up on your toes, little pulses here. 10, keep those hands back, elbows forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Hand weights come down. Step yourself back into your plank. All right, last little push with the plank. Left hand comes to center. Right hand grabs your weight. Take your feet as wide as you need to. We're gonna open that right arm up to the ceiling. Bring it back down. Slight twist to the right, arm up and down. Just 3 more. 3 on this side. 2. Last one. Good. Breathe in. Right hand in the center. Left hand gets the weight. Open to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Hand weights go down. Look forward. Slow chaturanga all the way to the floor. Keep the hands into the elbows. Push down into the hands and see if you can curl the belly up off the floor. Shoulders down and back. Pressing the tops of the feet. Let the pubic bone come up and lower back down. Let's go ahead and stretch the chest. Right arm comes out to the T, or maybe a little higher than your shoulder as you roll onto that right side. Bend the left knee. You can step it behind you. Take a nice big breath into the right shoulder. All the way back through center, go to the left. Left hand out to the T, or maybe a little higher. Bend that right knee. Maybe step the foot behind you. Good, just a couple big breaths there. Good, go ahead and come back through center. Come all the way up, press to your hands and knees. And then just come into this kind of mermaid seat here, where that right, let's see, left shin will be parallel to your mat. Right knee is gonna bend back behind you. And then we're gonna turn our body over this left thigh. Just get this twist for a moment here. And then walk yourself over that right shin and start to hinge forward over the right shin. We're looking for a stretch through that left hip. And if it feels good, you can even bring that right leg even more behind you. But I want you to kind of get this feeling of the left leg being this nice 90-degree bend. So this right knee can be as forward or as back as you need. And you're trying to rotate towards this left knee so that your belly is trying to point towards the floor. Good, walk yourself back in. And we'll just switch the legs. So the right shin's in front, left shin's back. Turn your chest all the way over that right thigh. Good, then come back over that right shin and hinge forward here. Now again, that left leg can go a little farther back if you need to. Just look for that stretch in the outer right hip. Good, and then press yourself all the way up. Soles of the feet together, last one. Let the knees go nice and wide. And I like to just hold the bottoms of my feet so I can kind of keep the outer edges of the pinky side of the foot pressed together. And then I use my elbows into my shins or my knees to kind of open the thighs a little deeper as I hinge forward and really try to lengthen my spine out of my pelvis. So it feels like I'm growing towards my toes. Good. All the way back up. And you're done.